that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they loved their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First down, McDonald. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. These two rivals played two of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
29-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Carson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Dre Greenlaw on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
To throw is Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A Seahawk first down as Wilson finds Lockett.
On the play. First down, Seattle.
On first down. It's Carson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. Carson. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Nick Bosa on the stop. A gain of 2 on the play. And this is 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
14.
They'll run on first down. Carson.
The ball
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Steps away to his left. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On first down, it's Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3-and-out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3-and-out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Tavon Austin on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo, his throw incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want...
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
The kickoff for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
21-yard line.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
On the tackle. That's a gain.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous. Mike's 50.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. 49ers, nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up
2nd and 11 now.
At the 30-yard line.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
That's a gain of 8.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Got his target, Samuel. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
Back to the running game with Mostert. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
At the 43-yard line.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. McDonald. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
The 31-yard line.
Here we go, 50.
Here's McDonald off of the play fake. He'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Brandon Ayuk.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McDonald into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
They'll take over.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now it's Carson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ball carrier.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. They run it with Carson, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
The Seahawks.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Now a man on his 5th franchise in 3 years. It's Carlos Hyde. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
At the Niners' 32-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So the passing complete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll try to run with Carson, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Is good. Makes the score Seahawks 21, 49ers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger to absorb the extra hits and be available for more.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
56. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Push him back. Push him back.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Here we go.
They'll come out in the pistol. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it first and goal at the 6.
21. Here we go. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Garoppolo now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
56. Check 56.
Second down and goal. Garoppolo. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30, past the 20, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 10-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett.
They're not even trying to do
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Final play of the half. It's Wilson airing it out for Olsen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From the 29, Wilson on the move to his left. He'll run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Wilson rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on off. Offense,
21-yard line.
1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, the good news, they got to stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is McDonald. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's McDonald to throw, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
McDonald sets to throw. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. Got what he needed for the 1st first down with a gain of 2.
6-yard line.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Hey, we got 4. 50, Mike's 50. Go street. Bring it.
From the gun, it's McDonald. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Mostert a first down carry. This will wind up only getting him a couple. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Griffin on the tackle.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
56. Check 56.
Looking to throw. McDonald. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
From the gun on 3rd down. McDonald. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
56 is Mike. Here we go. 56.
Out of the gun, McDonald. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Ball at the 6, 3rd and goal. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
The holding penalty, that puts him in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Pick it up. Hurt. Mike 56. Mike 56. And here we go. Watch the pass. Go.
From the gun, McDonald. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them. But it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. This is Carson. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, put the onus on.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Quan Alexander able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Draw play. This is Carson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Well, one of the few things that's gone right for them. Likely a little too late, but maybe a little feather in their cap.
I think so, and to me, they've played that play without looking at the scoreboard, without worrying about where they were in the score, because things haven't gone right, as you noted, for them much of this game, but they gave great effort there and picked up a defense that's had its share of troubles in this one.
Throwing on first down, McDonald. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
56 is the mic. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
On 1st and 10, McDonald. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
At the 21-yard line.
They go play action with McDonald. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. J.J. Nelson. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Rashad Penny, the Seahawks.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try to wind down some clock with Hyde. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer. They got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 39 yards there, a big one.
30-yard line.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, McDonald. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
21-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, McDonald. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Carson. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Third down.
Now it's Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
Their own 45-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. McDonald. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off near his own 48. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Seattle.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So now a two-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Wilson from the gun, he'll throw.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that two-point attempt.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Play action. It's McDonald. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Throwing again on second and 10. McDonald, they'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 15 yards on the play, first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Let's get off the field, D.
Operating from the gun. McDonald eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time through the air. 41 yards. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
today's final.
So the victory here for Seattle, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the Seahawks, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better-than-average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Niners, this loss will be the capper to a dismal 4-12 campaign. And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brent.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on.